Hey everyone, I'm Gareth Spence and welcome to another episode of Tech Talk. In today's show, I am talking to Andrew Conway from BAI Communications and Anthony Magee from Adva. We're here to discuss an exciting new project that's going to bring mobile connectivity to the London Underground. Andrew, let's take this from the top. For anyone unfamiliar with BAI, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Sure. I'm the Head of Solutions and Innovations at BAI. That's Broadcast Australia International. We're a neutral host, so it's all about providing communications infrastructure to communication service providers. So we fund, design, build, operate and innovate cellular networks, Wi-Fi networks, optical and IP networks around the world.
You seem to have had a lot of global success, including networks in Australia, Hong Kong and New York. How has BAI managed that growth?
Well, we started out, believe it or not, over 90 years ago. We're headquartered in Sydney, Australia, where we've been running for some time the national broadcast network. And about 20 years ago, we branched out into the transportation sector. We acquired a company in Hong Kong whose specialism really was designing cellular systems in hard-to-reach places. And then from there, about a decade ago, we moved into New York, into Manhattan, with the Transit Wireless purchase. And then 5 years ago, we finally set up shop here in London to work on the Connected London bid.
And how are you going to bring all of that success and knowledge to bear on the UK market?
What we do is we draw down on our global expertise. We have global centres of excellence, and indeed many of the people in our Paddington headquarters here have come from our operating businesses around the world, and then we bolster that with talent locally. So it is very much this think globally but then act locally.
And in regard to your work with Transport for London, we can see Paddington Station in the background here. How is Adva helping you?
Adva are really a central part of our solution. It's all about providing connectivity, seamless connectivity on the underground, and we're using a distributed antenna system to do that and carry that cellular traffic, 4G traffic, 5G traffic. Adva are playing a pivotal role in providing the optical underlay to transport that traffic throughout the network.
What was it that initially drew you to Adva?
Well, it was some three to 4 years ago when we actually did an extensive market engagement with a number of suppliers in the ecosystem, in the value chain. I think very quickly we realised that Adva had that ambition and that great technology roadmap, and so we've been working extensively with the guys since then. With the team based up in York.
Anthony, this is a good point to bring you in. How are you and the Adva team helping Andrew and BAI?
I'd like to think we started with a very collaborative discussion from the start, really. We moved into technology discussions around our optical roadmap for the DAS solution, and I think we've predicted a rollout of Ethernet-based and synchronization capabilities to underpin that mobile network as it evolves.
And from a broader perspective, what stands Adva apart when you're helping companies like BAI?
I think it's the broad portfolio. That's definitely one thing, but also it's the way we approach the customer. I think we aim to have a collaborative dialogue, not necessarily go straight in for the sale, but actually understand the technology, the challenges that they were going to face in the underground environment, and then tailor that solution accordingly.
Looking ahead, what are the key components that you need to bring to this solution to prepare for 5G and even beyond that?
So I think at the moment, the immediate rollout is underpinning that DAS solution, getting that network up and running. Moving forwards, I would speculate that a neutral host network like this is probably going to evolve to either a hosted small cell or a hosted O-RAN solution. So I think we'll be bringing edge compute, virtualization to bear, and actually bringing an O-RAN solution for neutral host networks to market as well.
Andrew, coming back to you, how do you see the relationship with Adva developing over the coming years?
I think it absolutely will develop over the coming years. Right now, a basic solution is needed to transport that cellular traffic. But for me, it's all about the next generation of technology. So 5G is now coming down the tracks. There's more and more data. And so we'll be working extensively with Adva on some of their new data aggregation and transport aggregation products. And then ultimately moving above ground really looking at the streetscape and small cell technology.
Now, before we close, I'd like to talk a little bit about your role as the chair of Tech UK's Communication Infrastructure Council. What does that involve?
I essentially chair a body at Tech UK, which is an industry body. In fact, today I'm hot-footing across town to chair the CIC, as we call it, Communications Infra Council. It meets 4 times a year, and it really represents the needs of both communication service providers, MNOs and fixed network operators, as well as suppliers and vendors and the like. And really what we do is get together and really deep dive on some key focus areas and then inform government, people at DCMS and at Ofcom.
So you're helping to develop policies that will assist with the UK's mobile market?
Absolutely, yes. And, I think there's never been a more important time, and everything that we do really sort of assisting in that digital recovery as part of the, post-pandemic life.
Great. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to know more about the technologies we've just discussed, please visit adva.com.